I gotta lose some weight. Be surprised how many times people ask me how I pull cabs on these damn things, since they see me post tons of pictures and tons of little clips on Instagram and everything else of how I actually make this shit happen. Should have been filming the whole time because it's a hell of a process, but I'm thinking I'll take you along with me for this part where the cap comes off and what I do from this point forward to put the damn thing back together and make a really nice truck. So follow along with me. Yeah, a little hard to get off the floor these days, but I'm working on that too. You guys will see. So let's watch. First thing first, you want to get the cab as the lift legs are stretched out as far as possible. Maybe you can try to isolate some of the weight, keep it centered so you don't lose the damn cab. Because it's real easy to have it flip if you're not careful. Done a few that way where just didn't care and wanted to see what would happen. So, try to break them up as square as possible. So that way, it doesn't flex any of the body work. It can leave the nose intact. Try to keep the thing as complete as possible to make it that much easier to put back together afterwards. Now, I honestly didn't realize that not too many people actually I've seen these trucks come apart. I've done a shit out of them. It's hard work sometimes. You also got to make sure clear the tires. Could get interesting. Also, what you guys didn't see is me disconnecting everything from the cab to the drive line and the cab to the frame. Obviously, I'll show you all that when I put the new chassis under the truck. That's gorgeous. I also use the seatbelt, wrap it through the steering wheel, and latch it back on itself so you don't have to worry about losing a clock spring. Because on these old girls, it's a huge expense if you screw one of those up. So, give me a sec, I'm going to keep going. Now, unlike everybody else, I don't have all my tools ready and set up so that way I can just film instead of run back and forth to the toolbox, but it's all part of the battle. One thing I do like to do is try to make the damn thing as safe as possible. I know a lot of guys just don't care, but that ain't me. I got a customer that entrusts me with their truck. I try to do everything I can to make sure that we're as safe as possible taking it off. Yeah, I know these quick clamps are a joke, but they keep the board from slipping, which is a lot more important than everything else, because I actually screw the board with a radiator support just to support it and make sure that I don't have to worry about that slipping, because obviously I don't want to have any deviation in the nose. And this way, when I go to put the truck back together, everything's a little bit easier. So I vice grip on the back of the rockers where the lift legs meets there, so stop the lift from slipping. I clamp the front across the board so that way the lift legs can't slide, because obviously wood is slick. And then give a little bump, check, make sure I got everything off. Sure looks like it. And obviously I've done, I think this is probably the 50th cab I've pulled on this body style truck. So I've definitely done a few. These do not scare me anymore. This is something I have no problem handling. Sorry, I don't need you guys look at my butt. I know it's ugly, but whatever. And I've been so busy with everything going on, and unfortunately fighting a lot of depression and starting to learn why I had so many problems in my life, and unfortunately a lot of those were caused by the guy in the mirror. It just took me a long time to find myself again, which is why you guys haven't seen any videos in a long time. My daughter actually talked to me into starting to do it again. She misses it and she wants to help me edit and be part of the whole thing, which is fine with me. Gives us another reason to bond. But just keep checking, make sure lift legs aren't slipping, because this lift's starting to show some age, and it doesn't come up as even as it used to. I'm due for an upgrade, but right now it's just not in the funds. A lot of that's going to wait till comes time for us to relocate south, which will happen eventually. Not a huge rush. When the universe says it's time, I can go. So, max it up. I got some room. Just like that. One cab clear of the frame. And just a little tug. Get her up. I'll show you guys why we're dealing with this. So, here's the issue. There's it's missing. There's a few parts not attached anymore. Ah, the joys of New England. The amazing trucks that just rot to death. And it kind of sucks, because they are beautiful trucks, and when the frames are gone, it kind of hurts. So once again, this is what I do. We pulled the chassis out of California. It's super clean. I stripped the chassis down, cleaned it up, painted it. Since the truck is lowered, did some welding C-notches, the underbeds, and got this ready to go. So I'm gonna end up transferring all the mechanicals from that chassis to this chassis. It's got new brake lines, new fuel lines. You gotta clean up and paint the motor, reseal everything. Makes no sense to not do it while it's out, since it is a 5.3 two-wheel drive 2000 Sierra. They're kind of rare, especially around here. So doing some long tube headers and all the rest of that, and at this point, I'm just gonna keep plugging along, and if you guys want to follow along for the ride, let me know, and I'll film some more. Thank you much for watching. You guys have a good day.